Okay, we have quite a few things to go through, so let's just get this over with. Important places to note. We got Rakdom, which I think is planet Earth. I think they retcon it to just some place that humans live at. But for right now, as far as I'm aware, Rakdom is the planet Earth. Redrad is the main capital. Garmari, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know, they don't have voice acting for this. Some war zone or something, I don't know. Baymint, some kingdom that would be very important in Act 2, but will not be very important right now. And I think that's all I need to say, and we will continue on with the pre-chapter 1. So here's the thing, I'm too lazy to look up what this thing is, because it's the only thing that's not included in the logbooks, so I'm just going to recount what I have from memory. So, we got Reyes. He's our boy, our guy. He's a very normal man, I absolutely assure you. He's a guy in red, and he has a cool sword. That's pretty cool, right? We got Roy, which is Reyes' best friend, and he is just Virgil, but less edgy and more mature than Reyes. And he's got long white hair, he has a blue jacket, and he doesn't have a katana, but he has this long sword. And he's like ice themed, and I'm pretty sure he says like, I need more power, or something like that. He also is just Lastwell from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, but with white hair and blue coat. If you play that game, then you understand what I'm talking about. So anyway, Roy goes off to do his job or something. It's called Deus Ex Machina. I don't know why I wrote that. I don't think that's correct. Ganon, who looks like Kratos with an eye patch, and Reyes go to nowhere important for a guild exam. Oh yeah, by the way, to pick up a woman named Iris. She has a broken shackle on her leg that isn't totally suspicious at all, don't worry about it. And she has amnesia because of course she does. Empty bullet point. A dragon that will look jacked to an average Genshin Impact fan appears out of nowhere. Roy appears like the legend he is and gets absolutely annihilated almost instantly. I think Reyes gets some dust in his eye or whatever, and he accidentally summons the 3 war gods of non-importance. They are never brought up again, nor are they explained. That and the summoning thing. I'm pretty sure Ganon says something along the lines of like, whoa, how did you like summon or whatever, but like they don't mention it at all ever again, so it's not important, don't worry about it. Right, just know that you can summon stuff and no one cares. The gods suck at their job and they don't even kill the dragon. But then Iris pulls out her phone from her dress, right? She shows the dragon a cool TikTok video on her phone, and the dragon dies from pure cringe. Man, this is really funny, isn't it? Reyes sees the opportunity to get an e-girl, so he vows to protect her, milady. Ganon tells Reyes that he's a soggy, wore-down piece of cardboard, but he's a functioning piece of cardboard, so he sends both Reyes and Iris to a volcano to get some rocks, because I guess he's out of rocks. Anyway, that's all the prologue. We'll get into the actual stuff now, so things might sound more accurate than they used to. Oh boy, this video may be a bit longer than I first anticipated. Alright, let's continue. Chapter 1.1 Volcano. They're at the They're at the volcano. Iris' shackle can't be broken by normal means, apparently. Iris tells Reyes to take his clothes off because he complained that he was hot because they're in a volcano. Iris then suggests taking her clothes off if she gets too hot because they're in a volcano. Reyes, the virgin, tells her not to do that. Iris feels like she's in the way, she totally is, but Reyes is a good boy and tells her, you know what, it's okay. A pink fluffy monster runs from a gang of gobbles, or goblins. Reyes slaughters the entire gobble race for challenging the main cute animal character that totally wasn't made for monetary profit. Let's see here. Iris kidnaps the creature and names it Roly because it is pink, round, and fluffy, and quote-unquote, she's all roly-poly. Roly hates Reyes, understandable. Reyes gets assaulted by the rabid animal, and Reyes and Iris laugh it off. The group finally finds the crystal meth found in the volcano. Roy is fine, the best news since Reyes getting assaulted. Roy tells Reyes something along the lines of, I need more power. Anyway, demons happen. Random demon pillars appear out of nowhere around the world, and the demon army wants to do stuff that is cringe. Roy pretty much explains to Reyes that Roy's expedition team sucks, and they all died. Ganon calls Roy sus. Roy knew that there was a trap, so basically, Roy sent his men off to die.
There is a sussy imposter in the Demon Suppression Corp.
Reyes is the only person Roy can trust because Reyes is a stupid idiot loser.
A giant-ass tower appears out of literally nowhere, low-hanging fruit.
Reyes decides to go to the tower as probably infested with demons all by himself. This is fine. He has to go to a snowstorm and a forest to get there. We aren't even halfway done with chapter 1. Please end by